Be honest with me, how many times have you tried to lose weight just to end up exactly where you started? You cut out carbs, you spend hours doing cardio, and even try starving yourself, and nothing ever changed. I know how that feels because that used to be me. But today, I'm going to be showing you how I lost the fat, built muscles, and finally transformed my life. And I'm going to show you exactly how you can do it in the next 90 days. If you are the guy who has been struggling with your weight for years, hiding your body, avoiding mirrors, trying every fat loss hack that never works, this message is for you. I went from having a hanging belly, no confidence, zero purpose, to building a solid 8-pack abs, gaining confidence, living the healthiest I've ever been, being my leanest and happiest version ever. I'm going to show you how you can do the same without spending hours in the gym or dieting like a robot. I personally have struggled with my weight since I was a kid. I always wanted to be in shape. I loved people. Back when I was a kid, I used to watch people like Scolion, Quick Session, Simio Panda, and I always wanted to lose the weight, but I just couldn't do it. I was always overweight since I was a kid. I really struggled. Here are some pictures of me when I was a kid. You can see the love handles. This was me 19, I always took pictures because I knew one day I would find a way to actually do it. And yes, I hated taking pictures because I couldn't stand what I saw. I avoided mirrors because I didn't want to face my reflection. I never took my shirt off, whether it was at the beach, swimming pool, with your friends, boys. I just could never take my shirt off because I was so insecure. The only time my shirt ever came off, or would ever come off, is when I'm going to take a shower. And you know what? I like to take my space, take my shower quick and out. I went to boarding school, so you should know how it feels. I never like to take off my shirt. But yes, that was me back then. I have some pictures. There's some pictures of me when, like you can see, I have swimming suits on. Like a guy, I think you should be able to take your shirt off, go swimming. Like you can see, my boy had his shirt off, but I still wanted my shirt on because I was so insecure. I didn't feel good. I felt very, very uncomfortable. Everyone has a shirt off and you have your shirt on. Like, come on, man. That is not what I want anyone to feel. Feel confident, take your shirt off, and let your wings spread. I always preferred bigger shirts and hoodies just so I could hide my man boobs, my love handles. You know why? So when I wore tight clothes or even clothes, regular clothes, I always kept hunching like this. So my man boobs, back then I used to have like pointy nipples. I really hated it because it was a lot of fat. It would point through the clothes, no definition, and it was really uncomfortable. So I ended up always like hunching like this and pulling my shirt off here and there so like there's no print. It was definitely obvious I was overweight, but I just didn't feel comfortable letting my body print out through my shirt because it was shapeless, formless. Yes. So I always preferred the bigger clothes because it was more comfortable than the tight clothes. I wanted to feel free. I didn't want to print my insecurities. So yeah, I loved sports back then since when I was a kid, like 19 in school, high school. I loved sports, but I couldn't do much because the least I did, I got tired. I couldn't sprint too much because I was heavy. I couldn't jump because I was heavy. So yeah, all those things were very big challenges in my early years. And the worst part wasn't even how I looked, it was how I felt inside. Every time I tried to change, I failed. I spent hours in the gym, no plan. Tried fat loss pills, sweatsuit. Like imagine wearing sweatsuits to school, like you wear tight, like it's more like a compression top, but it will make you sweat. So that will give me some definition, some form, because it compresses all the fat into some form, like, it gives me a little bit of a form. So these were things I used to do back then just because I was fat and I was trying every single thing to lose the weight, but it wasn't as easy as I thought back then. I tried drinking lemon water in the morning. I don't know if you guys have heard it, but they say when you drink lemon water in the morning, it helps with fat loss and weight loss. Yes, that only helps if you are following a right program or you're on the right course. Like you're doing something big and it's working. Those little hacks, just a bonus to help you, expedite your process. Aside that, if you don't get the foundation right, stop wasting your time on those little hacks like those little hacks like sweatsuits, lemon water, all those things are just bonuses. So don't put your focus on that. Focus on the bigger picture, the big things like the meals. But yeah, I tried starving myself, but guess what? Nothing worked. I did everything. Sometimes it works, but it wasn't sustainable. Each failure crushed me more and more. I started to believe that was just my life. I was born to be overweight. I was born to never see abs. I was born to never take my shirt off. It was deformity. Like, I thought everything possible because I have been trying for years. It's something I was battling silently. No one even knew about it. People knew it, but I seriously wanted it for myself. But guess what? Nobody knows what you want. Nobody knows what you're going through. So it was all on me. But yeah, that almost broke me though. Like, the fact that I thought, okay, me personally, no abs, I could never see abs. That almost broke me. Like, I almost gave up. But then there was this day. It was what year was it? It was 2020 October, when COVID was over and the gyms were opening back up after lockdown, and I was like, okay, this time we're going back to the gym, but I really want to do something different. I really want to have an impact on my physique, to see abs. And then I came by this ad about meal plans. I purchased it, took that leap of faith. I trusted my guys. I'm like, okay, I've tried everything, nothing works, so let me try something out of what I usually do. I paid someone to get me a meal plan, and they sold me some supplements too, which I have a story to tell on that too. Please stay away from supplements. They are not going to do you any good. They are just going to harm you in the long run. Try to stick with natural ways, and I'm going to be going through with you. Stay away from fat loss hacks. They will just injure you. They are very detrimental to your health. Stay away. So yeah, back to my story. In October, I was like, okay, let me try this meal plan. I went on this meal plan, and in 3 weeks, already I used to go to the gym crazy. I could spend 3 hours in the gym, 4 hours in the gym, no results. Like, definitely, no prominent results. I don't see any definition or anything. But after 3 weeks of just following this meal plan, I saw my first cut right here, and I took my shirt off in the gym for the first time. But I still had a vest on, but you will never see me with only a vest. I still had a vest on, and there's a picture you see. This was the first picture I took with like the shirt off, vest on, feeling confident, because I could see some striations for the first time. I took this picture and I was like, oh wow. So I wasn't even just broken. I wasn't just broken, but I was just following the wrong approach. I was doing the wrong stuff. So that moment was like the turning point when I was like, oh wow, so it is possible. And I saw that. So after seeing that line, game changer, I started taking videos that same day. Went from someone who avoids mirrors, pictures, to recording myself in the gym. That was a very, very good feeling. So yeah, that's the picture. You can see me right there. It felt good back then, it really felt good. But yeah, so back then when I already used to work out before I started this meal plan. So this is the physique I had back then when I actually started. You can see the hard work paid off from the previous pictures I showed you. The hard work paid off in the gym, but it wasn't that prominent. I don't see any abs. I don't see any. My love handles are still showing. Like, there's not much of a definition, like what I really want. So yeah, this is how I started the meal plan, October 2020, on the 5th of October 2020. This is how I looked. So from October, November, December, I took these pictures December 11th, 2020. That's how fast the meal plan worked, or that's how fast eating right works. Eating right, that's all you need. Most people think, oh, you can train. Trust me, you can train so much, but yes, I think food is the key. 80% is food. Trust me, food. Look at the difference look at the change. Just look at that. I already started seeing my abs, see my facial expression. The excitement was already coming out. I already started feeling good about myself, and the confidence was like, I just loved how I felt in just less than 3 months. October, November, December. 2 months and a half probably, yes. And that's how I was looking. So ending of 2020, even though COVID came, that was one of my best years because I finally saw abs in my life. Woo, that's a good feeling. I wish everybody sees that. So in 2021, I fell back again. I went back into my old habits. Lockdown came back. I was stressing myself here and there. So in the year 2021, it was really hard for me because I gained all the weight and even more. It was ridiculous because like all that progress, it all went right down the drain, and Yeah, it was a very tough year for me in 2021. It wasn't that easy. It was very tough. You can see some pictures. I'm gonna put them up. You see some pictures. It was tough. Like I gained everything back. You can see me stress eating. I'm a big stress eater and all that. You can see the weight. It came back in folds, like a lot. But yeah, okay. Then came 2022. Here's the crazy thing. I didn't use supplements this time around. I was like, okay, since that guy gave me this meal plan, let me try eating things similar to the same macros, like similar to the meal plan they made for me. Like, let me just follow that same thing and see if I can do it on my own this time around without being too strict. So I did it on my own, and this is how I literally started. February 8, 2022. This is how I looked. But you can see, even though I'm taking these pictures, I had some energy and some liveliness in me because I was like, I did it before, I can do it again. And I did it naturally, so I knew I could do it naturally again. So I had that energy. As you can see, the energy was there. But yeah, this is February 8, 2022. This picture right here is June 11, 2022. So basically, February, March, April, May, June. So almost, let's say 4 months and a half. So let's say 4 months and a half from February 8, 2022 to June 11, 2022. This is how much progress I made. I went from 270 pounds to 215 in less than 5 months, as you can see. And you can do it too. Look at that. And then this picture is August 25th, 2020. See the confidence, just getting in shape. I went from avoiding mirrors to going into a yoga class, shirtless, taking pictures in front of women and all that. Like, all you need is to get in shape. That's all you need, and you are blessed. But yeah, so after being able to lose all that weight for the second time, I was like, okay, I think I got a hang of it. So I put myself through series of challenges. Like, I gain weight intentionally and lose it off, push myself to see what's the max I could get to. Like, I kept playing with it, the meal plan, and trying things here and there. So there's this picture. I actually took myself to shred to have a 10-pack abs. Like, I was super lean that I could see 10 packs. Like, that is wow. That is wow. You can see the picture. If I'm lying, tell me, but that is 10. I count 10. I seriously count 10. If not, comment below and I'll know what you think. That is 10. But yeah, so from 2022 coming back until now, I've just been, eating right, doing my thing, freely eating, no restriction. I ate whatever I want, but a lot of clean food. Like, I cook. There are some foods I'll put on the screen so you see some foods I eat. Very good. It doesn't have to be boring. Good food. So I've been building muscles while keeping the fat off. You can see me taking pictures. Like, I went from no pictures. Now I just want to take pictures everywhere I go because I know I have built something I am super proud of. I have built something I've always wanted to do. Like, now I don't look up to anyone. I just look up to God and this guy I made, myself. And I've been keeping up the fat, staying lean all year round. And yes, so without much I say, after all this try and errors, putting myself through challenges to see why meal plans work, why foods work, why workouts work, and how the mindset works, I came about a method which I call You Move. Why do I call this You Move? Because all it takes is you moving in the right direction, you moving towards the right things, and then you will have anything you want. So it depends on you, no one else. You and me. So you, that's it. So it's you move. You move, you get the results you want in the right direction. But yeah, the You Move method is built on 3 key pillars of fitness: nutrition freedom, efficiency training, mindset, and discipline. But before I dive in that, who is this video for? This is for the guy who has been silently battling with his body for years. This is for the guy who dressed looking in the mirror because all he sees is belly hanging over his jeans. This is for the guy who takes pictures or angles himself just right so his gut doesn't show. The guy who spends money on bigger clothes instead of fixing the real problem. The guy who starts diets every Monday only to give up by Friday, feeling like a failure. The guy who scrolls social media, sees fit dudes his age and wonders, why not me? The guy who thinks about getting in shape every single day but never sees lasting results. The guy who is successful in his career, maybe even provides for his family, but feels like his body is holding him back. The guy who deep down him worries, like I did, that, oh no, I'm just stuck like this forever and I can't do anything about it. If that sounds like you, then you are exactly who I built the You Move method for. Trust me, this method is super simple. Anyone can do it. All you need is trust yourself, follow a plan, and get results. That's it. Who is this not for? This is not for the guy looking for overnight fixes. If you think fat burner pills, lemon water detoxes, or waist trainers are your answer, this isn't for you. If you're looking for shortcuts or some magic workout that will give you abs in 2 weeks, this isn't for you. If you are not willing to put in real effort and stay consistent, this isn't for you. If you would rather complain about your genetics than take action, this isn't for you. And if you are comfortable staying the same, hiding your body, making excuses, then honestly, this isn't for you. But if you are tired of wasting years stuck in the same cycle and you are finally ready to commit to a system that actually works, the You Move method is exactly for you. Now, if you're still watching, you might be thinking, I don't have time to spend hours in the gym. The good news, you don't have to. The You Move method is built on efficient workouts that take less than an hour and are designed to burn fat and build muscles at the same time. But my metabolism is slow. I have always struggled with fat. I used to believe the same thing. The truth is, it's not your metabolism, it's your strategy. When you fuel your body correctly and train with structure, your metabolism speeds up and fat loss happens faster than you think. My metabolism is slow. I have always struggled with fat. I used to believe that same thing. The truth is, it's not your metabolism, it's your strategy. When you fuel your body correctly and train with structure, your metabolism speeds up and fat loss happens faster than you think. I have tried everything before, but nothing works. That was me too. I tried burners, crash diets, you name it, nothing worked because none of those things build muscles and discipline. The You Move method fixes that by combining nutrition, training, and mindset into a system that actually lasts long for you. I don't want to give up on my favorite foods. You don't have to. This isn't about eating chicken and broccoli every day. It's about flexible eating so you can enjoy the foods you love and stay lean. The truth is, your biggest limitation isn't your genetics, your time, or your metabolism. It's the belief that change isn't possible for you. But I am living proof that it is. Change is for everyone if you follow the right path. And so are the men I have coached through this system. Once you believe, whatever you believe, you will get it. Trust me. So I used to believe I couldn't until I found the right way. So all you need is the right path and you will get results. So now let's get into the You Move method and how you can apply it to lose 20 to 40 pounds in the next 90 days. Trust me, this is so simple. Once you understand every single pillar and you apply it into your life and give yourself 90 days to just try it out, listen, results are inevitable. You will get lean and build muscles. Trust me, I have done it. I have done it. The first pillar of the You Move method is nutrition freedom. When it comes to nutrition, most guys overcomplicate it, cutting out whole food groups, starving themselves, or following fad diets. The truth is, your body doesn't run on diet names. It runs on macronutrients. What are macronutrients or macros, like commonly known as macros? Macros are simply the nutrients your body needs in larger amounts. They are where every calories you eat comes from. And once you understand how protein, carbs, and fats actually work in your body, you will see nutrition isn't restrictive. It's a system you can control. Nutrition is not that stressful. It's not restrictive. You can actually play around with it, eat good foods that you like, and yes, nutrition is a system you can control. And that's why the first pillar of You Move is nutrition freedom. So let's start with protein. So protein is the builder. It repairs and grows your muscles. It supports your organs and even helps your body make enzymes and hormones. It also has high thermic effects. What does this mean? Which means it takes more energy to break down protein than it takes to break carbs and fat, which means you burn more calories. That is why eating your protein is one of the biggest keys to fat loss and muscle gain. Here are my top sources of protein for fat loss and muscle gain. It will also be in the description. So yeah, keep you lean, building muscles. Very good. I love my protein. So let's now go to carbs. Carbs are the fuel. They break down into glucose, which your body stores as glycogen in your muscles and liver. The glycogen is what powers you through a heavy workout or even keeps your brain sharp at work. Carbs also help regulate mood and recovery. So the right carbs at the right time can completely change how you perform and feel day to day. Here are my top sources of carbs. I'm going to put it up on the screen. You can take a screenshot, take a picture, and it's also going to be in in the description. Most people think carbs are enemies. No, but if you eat the right carbs, you become sharper, you have energy to work out and all that. So carbs are not the enemies. Eating the right carbs, the right time, in the right portions is what matters. Now let's go to fats. Fats are the support system. They control hormones, protect your brains, and help your body absorb key vitamins like A, D, E, and K. They also provide long-lasting energy. Here are my top sources for healthy fat. You can take a picture of this, a screenshot, or it's going to be in the description as well. When you understand these three and balance them the right way, food stops becoming confusing. It becomes fuel, support, and recovery, and everything your body needs to lose fat and build muscles at the same time. So now you might be wondering, how can I track all this without just guessing? No worries, I'm going to show you exactly how you're going to do it in less than 1 minute. So first, you're going to download the Macros app. The Macros app is a calorie counter. Let me show you. If I have a quick picture, I'm going to show you. So this is how it looks. When you open it, enter your age, your height, your weight, and your goal. If it's to lose, maintain, or gain. The app sets your daily calories and macros for you. So you don't have to stress. Put in all these details and it's going to set your daily macros that you have to hit in order to lose weight, gain muscles, or maintain. So you put in your goals you want and it will show you how much you need to eat. So as you eat and you log it into the apps, it tells you how much you have left, how much you're eating, just so you know where you stand. To log food, just tap add foods. You can search for common foods or scan a barcode. So if you eat the same meals like chicken and rice, you can save them as recipes and add them in one tap. Click tap and it will bring it up again. That way, tracking only takes a couple of minutes each day. So this is very straightforward. All you have to do is at the end of the day, check if you hit your protein goals, check if you hit your calories, check if you hit your carbs, check if you ate your healthy diets. This app, all you have to do is whatever you eat, put it in. It's already telling you what you need to eat. So basically, this app is going to just allow you to put in a goal wherever you want to get to. You put in where you want to get to, and it's going to give you the amount of macros and amount of calories you need to eat. All you do is whatever you decide to eat, you can make a list from what I ate. You can make a list from the sources I gave you. So all you have to do is put it in, whatever you eat, put it in, and it's going to tell you, hey, this is what you've eaten, this is how much more you have to go. It's that easy. No more guessing, no stress. And when you repeat this daily, your progress becomes predictable. You know exactly what's going in and your body rewards you for consistency. So these are some few tips you should keep in mind when it comes to nutrition. Aim for protein at every meal, at least 25 to 40 grams. Try to break your meals into 3 to 4 times per day. Don't eat one big meal. It's not healthy. Balance meals with protein, carbs, and healthy fats. Stay hydrated, 3 to 4 liters of water per day. Don't drink your calories like soda, juice, and heavy lattes. No, make sure you eat food. Stop drinking your calories. Use the 80-20 rule. 80% whole foods, 20% flexibility, play around with it so it's not boring. Eat slowly, give your body time to feel full. If you eat too fast, you're just eating and your body's not going to know if it's full or not. So take your time and eat properly. Plan your meals ahead to avoid impulse eating. Get enough fiber like your veggies, your fruits, your whole grains daily. Don't skip meals. It often leads to binge eating later. Don't skip your meals. Track progress weekly, not daily. Weight can fluctuate. Remember, building muscle will help you burn more calories in the long run. So focus on building muscles because muscles burn calories even when you are sleeping. Don't focus too much on cardio. Focus more on building muscles. To conclude, nothing outtrains a bad diet. Please, nothing will outtrain a bad diet. Don't be like me. I used to waste hours in the gym, but you've seen it. No results. Now, efficient training. Training is the second pillar of the You Move method. Here's the truth. Most men think more time in the gym equals more results, but hours of random workouts don't transform your body. What does is having a simple structure you can repeat every section. Here is how you can do it yourself. Start with compound lifts. These are the heavy lifts like squats, deadlifts, bench press, pull-ups. They train multiple muscles at once and give you the biggest return on efforts. 2. Add 2 to 3 accessory movements like rows, lunges, curls, dips. These fill up the gaps, it hits the weak points and build a balanced physique. Train your core like planks, leg raises, ab rollouts. Just 5 to 10 minutes to keep your foundation strong and protect you from injury. Finish with conditioning, short intense work like sprints, sled pushing, and HIIT workouts. These burn calories while building your endurance. Keep your workouts 40 to 60 minutes. Train 3 to 5 times a week and focus on small progressions, more reps, and better form each time. That's training with purpose, not a random effort, but a system that steadily builds muscles and burns fat. Here are some tips you should keep in mind when it comes to training. Train 3 to 5 times per week for balance between intensity and recovery. Warm up properly. Mobility plus activation reduces injury. Don't ego lift. Prioritize form over weight. Train each muscle group 2 times per week for optimal growth. Sleep. Sleep. This is key. You can train so much in the gym, but you don't build muscles in the gym. You build muscles when you rest, you recover, the muscles repair. While eating right, your muscles repair outside the gym, not in the gym. So try to get daily sleep of 7 to 9 hours. Trust me, if you don't sleep, you will lose muscles. So please prioritize sleeping. Okay, now the third pillar of the You Move method, which is mindset and discipline. Mindset and discipline is the third pillar of the You Move method, because at the end of the day, your body will only go where your mind allows it. Mindset gives you perspective. It shapes how you see obstacles, failure, and progress. Discipline is the follow-through, the ability to keep showing up even when motivation runs out. Together, they create a consistency that actually transforms you. Here is how I break it down. Define your vision. Know exactly what you're working towards, something measurable and personal. Focus on what you can control, your meals, your sleep, your training. Don't waste energy on things that are outside your hands, things you can't control. No, focus on what you can control. Stack daily habits. Small wins repeated over time compound into discipline. That's how you turn effort into lifestyle. When you master mindset and discipline, you stop starting over and over. You stop relying on motivation. Instead, you build a system, you build habits and perspective that carry you forward. In the gym, in your body, and in your life. Here are some tips to keep in mind when it comes to mindset and discipline. Focus on progress, not perfection. Build systems, not willpower. Try to make the right choices. Keep promises to yourself. Confidence grows from self-trust. Accept sacrifice. The future version of you requires discipline today. Here are some client proofs I want to show you. They just follow this simple system. These are some clients who are just doing it now. Philly, this is Philly. You can see Philly has dropped almost 50 pounds in the last 6 months. This is Ivan. He put on some muscles. You can see the transformation. And this is William. William's transformation was one of the biggest, because he went from that to this. Big improvement. I did it myself. As you can see, I went from that to this. And my sister did it too. You can see her, she did it too. So it's like the system works, and there are people who are on it right now who can actually do that. Yes, it's very simple and everyone can do it. The goal is also not to keep people, it's just to show them how they can do it themselves so they go and grow. Here's what I want you to take away. When you apply these 3 pillars, nutrition, training, mindset, and discipline, you take the guesswork out of fitness. You don't need gimmicks, you don't need fat diets, and you don't need to live in the gym. It's really about fueling your body in the right way, training with purpose, and staying consistent long enough to let progress work. And if you do that, the results will come. It's not a question of if, it's a matter of when. And if you want a personalized program built around your body, your goals, and your lifestyle, feel free to book a call with me using the link in the description. And until we meet next time, stay consistent, stay disciplined, and keep moving with purpose. Let's go.